Hi, everybody. It's Miss Beck, and we're going to work today on a math lesson. And our lesson is going to be about our attribute blocks. So let me share with you what we're doing today. And remember, we haven't visited with these friendly attribute blocks in a while. But the attribute blocks are the different shapes, okay? And you guys have some of those, but I do not believe that you actually have enough to do this activity. So we're going to do this activity virtually. And then if you happen to have some more of these shapes anywhere or want to do some cutouts of these, that would be great as well. Let's talk about some words that we're going to need to use today. The first word is alike. The word alike means the same. So if two things are alike, they are the same in some way, okay? So these two markers are alike because you can write with both of them, okay? Now, we could say that they were different because one is a Sharpie and one is a dry erase. They write in different ways. So alike and different, okay? Another word we're going to use is notice. Sometimes we need to notice how things are alike or different. Notice how they look. Notice what their shape. Put things together. Together is what we do when we talk about sorting. So if we're sorting things all together, we're putting things together that look the same, okay? So let's move on today to our lesson and let's take a look at our different attribute blocks. We're going to answer some questions. The first question is going to be, how did I sort these blocks? And what is my sorting rule? Now, remember when we say sorting rule, that is the rule that you choose to sort them by. So, for example, you can sort by shape, you can sort by color, you can sort by size, you can sort by type. Your sorting rule is simply how you sort it, okay? And then you're going to have to also be able to answer, why did you put those blocks together? How are they alike and how are they different? And then how many blocks are in each group? And then we're going to compare the groups using comparative words, more, less, and equal. Now, the three colors we have, you see pictured here, are red, yellow, and blue, okay? So let me show you what I have here on the virtual side. This is not it. This is it, okay? I've got my shapes. And so when we talk about sorting, a lot of times the easiest thing to do is to sort by color. Well, in this case, when we sort by color, friends, we are going to sort by shapes, kind of, okay? Because, well, look, there's some yellow hexagons and some yellow rectangles. So we can sort by color and shape, or we could just sort by color. What do you think we should do? I think for today, I would like to sort just by color, okay? So when we sort just by color, we can actually have those rectangles and hexagons going together, all right? So let's do color. And so for our first color, let's do red. So I'm going to take, and when I sort, I'm going to put them all in a group together. So I'm going to get all the red ones and put them over here. All right. And these look just like our little counters we have. You guys have these counters. You probably just don't have enough of those other kinds of blocks. So when you sort them, you got to put them in a group together. Okay. Put them together. So at this point, we have all of our reds in a group. All of the reds are together. All right. So now, being that there looks like there's less of the blues, I'm going to take the blues and I'm going to sort them together. I'm going to put them together in the same group because they're all blue. Well, they're also all triangles, but they're all blue. All right. And now I've got a kind of big job. I'm going to scoot all these friends over here because all of these are the color yellow. That's right, yellow. So it doesn't matter if they're a hexagon or a rectangle. They are yellow. And they're getting all over here. All right. So let's make sure our groups look clear. Every time that we do a sorting, we want to make sure our groups look clear, okay? So we don't want any of these blue guys over with the reds. We don't want any of the reds over with the yellows. We'll make sure that we have 3 clear groups. So our groups are the color yellow, the color blue, and the color red. So when we look at these groups, it does look pretty clear which group has the most. Just looking at them, can anybody tell me which group has the most? Yes, I believe it's the yellow. Look at all those yellows over there. I don't even have to count them. I just see that there's more of those yellows, don't I? Now, which group do you think has the least, the smallest number? Is it blue or red? Well, red seems like it has less than yellow, but which one has the smallest? Yes, right. Those blues have the smallest number. Okay, so now that we've sorted by our sorting rule, which is color, now we have to count and see how many are in each group. Well, I'm going to make it kind of easy on myself, and I'm going to count the smallest number first, okay? So let's count these blue triangles first. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many blue triangles? 5. Get me a dry erase board here real quick, because it's helpful to write down numbers because we could forget. We could always go back and count, but we could forget. So we, in the color blue group, we have 5. Down, a tummy, and a hat on top. Fat, old, 5. Yesterday, you all worked on number writing, so that's a good practice of that number writing. Can you show Miss Beck how to write a number 5? All right, now let's go, and I would like you to help me. I'm going to write the word red and yellow, so I'll just go ahead and have that down. All right. Let's count the reds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, there are 10 reds. How do I make the number 10? That's right, a 10 is a 1 and a 0. Happy number 10, 1 and a 0. All right. Oh, look, that's interesting. The reds have 5 more than the blues because 5 plus 5 is 10. So cool. All right, now we need to count our group which has the most. All right, so to make sure that I'm not going to get off track, I'm going to go up here to the upper left-hand corner, and I'm going to count each one. I'm going to keep track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 12 is a teen number, and we talked about yesterday that teen numbers follow a pattern. So 10 is a 1 and a 0. 11 is a 1 and a 1. So a 12 is a 1 and a 2. 12. 1 and a 2. 12 yellows. So let's take a look at our number. 5 blues, 10 reds, and 12 yellows. So which one of those numbers is the most? That's right, yellow is the most. 12. Which one of those is the least, the smallest? If you said blue, you are so correct. Blue is the smallest. And then we have red right in there in the middle, okay? So if we're going to talk about ordering these numbers, red would be the smallest, and then blue would be the smallest, then we go straight to red, and then we go to yellow. They'd be right here in this very same order. Now, I do want to show you something really, really quick, okay? So we said our sorting rule was by color. So let's see what would happen if we changed our sorting rule and all of a sudden our sorting rule was by shape, okay? So over here on the reds, we wouldn't need to do anything at all. Would we need to do anything on the blues? No, because they're all triangles. The only group that would need to be adjusted is over here on the yellows, because the yellows have two different shapes. What do they have? They have rectangles and hexagons, okay? And we put them all together because they're all yellow. But if we're sorting by the sorting rule of shape, then we've got to get those separated. We've got to get them separated. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to put the rectangles here because I'm sorting by shape now. Rectangle. We'll scoot this hexagon down here and put it with its hexagon friends. Hexagon here, and hexagon here. Okay, so now our sorting rule is sorting by shape, okay? And when we sort by shape, we see that we get different numbers concerning our shape numbers. So up here on the rectangles, let's count and see how many rectangles we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rectangles. Now let's see how many hexagons we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hexagons. Which one is more, hexagons or rectangles? That's right, there are more hexagons than there are rectangles. Which one has more, triangles or rectangles? Let's see. Triangles have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5. And rectangles have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so triangles have more. How many more do they have? One more. One more than 4 is 5. Check it. 4 on your fingers. Put one more up. How many do you have? 5. Now let's compare these last two groups. Circles and hexagons. Which one has more? Do you remember how many the circles had? Well, remember the circles were red. So they had 10. How many did the hexagons have? Well, if you don't remember, you can count. I believe they had 8. So which number is more, 10 or 8? That's right, 10. If I hold up all 10 of my fingers, that's more. Hold up 8 fingers. 8 is less. So let's go back just one more time and look at these shapes. If we have rectangles, triangles, circles, and hexagons, of all of these listed here, which one has the most now? Circles, triangles, hexagons, or rectangles? Ding, ding, ding. If you said circles, you're right. There are more circles. Now, can we say which one has the least? Triangles. Triangles has the least because it only has 5. We do not have any that are equal, not this time. Boys and girls, thank you for stopping in for math, and I really enjoyed this lesson. I hope y'all have a very, very nice day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.